Okay, so here's my shower thoughts. I thought I would just share with you while I'm getting ready. All I do is put oil on my face. That's me getting ready. And I didn't wash my hair after my workout, so it is what it is. But I don't know, just thought it would be fun to like come on here and what the heck, just share my shower thoughts. You know, every physical therapist, you go to school and you are taught that you diagnose the client, the patient, right? So they come in, what's wrong with them, you treat them, and then you have all these people that go on to specialize, right? So you have people that specialize in orthopedics, people that specialize in pelvic health, and then you have people that specialize in like oncology and like different rehabs, right? I promise I won't flash you. Well, don't promise, but maybe I'm just not gonna be fully in the screen. So you have all these people, right? And they like get really good at treating their diagnoses, and like you almost like you treat everybody respectfully. You treat them as they're a real person. They have a real life, right? But like, I think what sets body motion apart in general is like, yeah, we all are pelvic expert physical therapists. We specialize in the field, and we, are super good at what we do at treating certain diagnoses. But truly, what we do is, I saw a problem long ago, right? I saw that women after childbirth weren't restoring their cores. I got to see what that turned into when they turned into the 50 and 60-year-olds who had babies, who were then never taught to restore their core. They were maybe taught to do Kegels. So they've been doing Kegels and they still pee their pants. So obviously those weren't working for them. And they now have hip replacements, knee replacements, back surgeries, all this crap that no one wants to deal with, right? So then, it like, seriously, if you have a baby, you need to rehab your core. And that doesn't necessarily mean taking an online program. You need someone to help you coordinate these muscles at the most optimum lengths so that they can fire for you for the rest of your life, and you're not developing compensation patterns that turn into sciatica when you're 5-10 years after your vaginal birth or your C-section. Really common after C-section. So, I advocate for this, right? Like, my whole book is about this, right? Restore your body after kids, the secret to avoid peeing your pants and achy joints as you age. And this is why I wrote this book. And we don't just specialize in treating diagnoses. We specialize in like optimizing your ability to like grow as a human without freaking aging, right? Without losing your core, without having to get that knee replacement or hip replacement. And what's so epic about what we do and why we don't treat diagnoses, right? And why we truly treat people and women, and is because I got to see these patterns play out and realize that like, if we just treated people during their pregnancies or even before pregnancy and taught them how to use their pelvic floors and balance their internal and external muscles, they wouldn't have all these issues with not using their core after childbirth, right? How many women do we know that are, maybe they're induced, which is no problem with that, but like, it's just, you have all these interventions that then cascade into perineal tearing. So, having vaginal tears when the baby comes out, or end up in C-sections because the baby couldn't descend through the birth canal for many reasons, right? But what if we just took a chance, invested a little time and money during pregnancy to truly balance our pelvis, right? Internal, external balancing. If we truly did that, and by the way, that's not what physical therapists do. So if you go to another physical therapist for pregnancy, you're not going to get this. This is specialized methodology that we're in the process of trademarking. But internal and external balancing is what needs to happen to prevent things like prolapse, to prevent things like perineal tearing. And even if you tear, if your muscles are balanced and healthy and in a super healthy state, kind of like a state of a chicken breast and not the state of beef jerky, there is so much room for them to heal and not even know that you tore. So your core just starts kicking on for you automatically right away. And you don't have to wait until after childbirth in order to like start to heal and like really wait to exercise because you're worried about hurting yourself, because damn right, you're gonna hurt yourself if you didn't prep your core. And now you think you're just gonna go on a run or go back to the gym or start doing some core exercises by yourself. Like, yeah, you're setting yourself up for failure. And if not immediate failure of like the bladder descending and pelvic organ prolapse, failure in 10 to 15, 20 years when your organs were never in the right place to begin with, or your abdominal wall didn't have the coordination to support your body, and it ends up in, low back pain on one side, SI pain, or sciatica, right? So all of this can be prevented if we just take a little bit of our money and invest it prenatally, a little bit of our time prenatally. It will save us endless hours of agonizing discomfort, pain, leaking, buying pads, getting bladder medications. I mean, this is where it's at. This needs to be the conversation. And I got really passionate in my shower today. All right, thanks for joining.